Have you ever found yourself in a scenario where someone's lack of respect left you feeling disoriented, frustrated, or unsure of how to react? If so, you're about to embark on a journey of transformation that will arm you with the knowledge and resilience to not only deal with disrespect, but to flourish despite it. Imagine possessing the ability to remain calm and respond gracefully in the toughest situations. Picture a world where rudeness and negativity cannot disturb your inner peace and self-worth. That world is not a far-off dream. It's a reality we will uncover together. In a world where conflicts and negative interactions are all too frequent, these lessons are your gateway to unlocking the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy. We will explore 20 powerful lessons that will empower you to handle disrespectful situations with unyielding strength and kindness. Our content is not merely theoretical. It's a practical guide filled with real-world examples and actionable advice to ensure you are well prepared to tackle disrespectful encounters confidently. If you are ready to turn adversity into an opportunity for growth and learn how to stay composed when it matters most, you have found the right place. So if you've ever wanted to master your emotions and reactions, if you've ever wished to rise above negativity and thrive in any situation, stay with us until the end. Welcome to the journey of becoming a better you. Stay calm. Do not let disrespect affect your emotional state. Remember, your interpretation of the event is what matters, not the disrespect itself. In everyday life, we encounter situations where others may display disrespectful behavior, such as belittling comments, dismissive attitudes, or outright insults. How we choose to respond to these moments can significantly impact our emotional well-being and the overall outcome of the interaction. The Stoic approach to maintaining your composure in the face of disrespect is grounded in the belief that it is not the disrespectful act itself that causes harm, but rather the way we perceive and interpret it. This perspective reminds us that we have the power to control our emotional reactions even when faced with disrespectful behavior.
For example, imagine presenting an idea at work and a colleague responds with harsh criticism. It is easy to feel hurt or defensive in such a situation, but by adopting a Stoic mindset, you can choose to view the criticism as a difference of opinion rather than a personal attack. You recognize that their comments reflect their own thoughts and emotions and are not a true measure of your worth or abilities. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle that we are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by how we think about what happens to us. By separating the disrespectful behavior from your emotional response, you can maintain your calm and respond more rationally. This does not mean you are tolerating or accepting the disrespect. Rather, you are choosing to handle it with self-control and dignity. In doing so, you not only protect your own emotional well-being but also demonstrate resilience and strength. It's a way of embodying the Stoic philosophy and showing that you are not easily swayed by external events or the opinions of others. Ultimately, staying calm in the face of disrespect can lead to more constructive interactions and personal growth. Self-reflection. Reflect on your behavior to see if there is any truth in the disrespect and consider how you can improve. In personal development and emotional intelligence, self-reflection is an immensely powerful tool, especially when dealing with disrespectful behavior. It involves stepping back and evaluating your actions and responses, aiming to find value in the feedback you've received, even when it's wrapped in disrespect. Consider this example. Suppose a colleague makes a disparaging comment about your recent project. Instead of instantly dismissing it as disrespect, think about whether there might be some truth in their criticism. Could there be room for improvement in your work, or is there a different perspective worth considering? By doing so, you embrace the Stoic practice of introspection and take a rational approach to the situation. Reflecting on your behavior does not mean accepting unwarranted criticism, but rather viewing it as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. You have the chance to sift through the disrespectful tone and extract valuable insights that can contribute to your personal and professional development. By internalizing this practice, you exhibit maturity and a commitment to self-improvement and demonstrate to others that you are open to constructive feedback regardless of its delivery. It's an act of self-awareness that not only fosters personal growth, but also contributes to more harmonious and productive relationships where constructive criticism is valued rather than feared. Pause and breathe. When faced with disrespect, take a moment to pause and collect your thoughts before reacting. In our fast-paced modern world, taking a pause and a deep breath in moments of disrespect can be a game-changer for maintaining our composure. The wisdom of the Stoics resonates strongly in this practice, reminding us that how we respond to external events is often more significant than the events themselves. Imagine this scenario: you're in a meeting, and someone belittles your ideas or suggestions. It's easy to react swiftly, fueled by anger or frustration, but the Stoic principle of pausing and collecting your thoughts encourages a different path. Take that moment to step back mentally, breathe deeply, and center yourself. By doing this, you acknowledge that you have control over your response and choose not to be a slave to your immediate emotional reactions. The beauty of this approach is that it provides you with the space to gather your thoughts, detach from the initial emotional surge, and respond from a place of clarity and self-control. You can address the disrespect more thoughtfully and assertively without succumbing to impulsive reactions. Adopting this Stoic strategy not only maintains your emotional equilibrium, but also sets the stage for more productive and respectful interactions. You demonstrate a level of composure and wisdom that can leave a lasting impression on those around you. Ultimately, it is a practice that allows you to respond to disrespect with grace and strength rather than being swept away by momentary emotions. Empathize. Try to understand the other person's perspective and motivations for their disrespectful behavior. Empathy as a powerful tool for dealing with disrespect involves walking a mile in someone else's shoes, even when they may not be the most comfortable pair. This is where Stoicism's ability to promote understanding and compassion in the face of disrespect truly shines. Imagine a situation where someone's behavior comes across as disrespectful. Instead of immediately taking offense, consider what might be driving their actions. Could it be their own insecurities, fears, or perhaps a lack of information or context? By practicing empathy, you tap into a deep well of understanding, seeking to comprehend their perspective. For instance, if a colleague makes a snide comment during a discussion, rather than simply reacting defensively, you might pause and think about what could be going on in their world that's causing them to react this way. You recognize that their behavior may be a reflection of their own inner turmoil rather than a direct attack on you. Empathy in the Stoic context does not excuse or justify disrespectful behavior. Instead, it's an avenue for diffusing tensions and promoting a more positive and constructive atmosphere. By empathizing with the person who has shown disrespect, you are not taking their words or actions personally, but rather choosing to respond with kindness and respect. In doing so, you embody Stoic values of wisdom, compassion, and personal growth. You demonstrate that you are not easily swayed by the actions of others and create an opportunity for more harmonious and productive interactions even in the face of disrespect. Focus on virtue. Respond to disrespect in a way that aligns with your values and virtues, maintaining your dignity. When it comes to dealing with disrespect, the Stoic principle of focusing on virtue offers a profound perspective. It's about staying true to your core values and principles even in the face of adversity. Let's consider an example. Imagine someone's actions or words have disrespected you. In such moments, the Stoic approach is to maintain your dignity by responding in a manner consistent with your values and virtues. For instance, if one of your core values is kindness, you might choose to respond to disrespect with empathy and understanding, seeking to de-escalate the situation rather than retaliate. Or, if integrity is a central virtue for you, you might address the disrespect assertively but respectfully, upholding your own principles while still respecting the dignity of the other person. This approach demonstrates your unwavering commitment to your principles even in challenging circumstances. By centering your response on virtue, you not only preserve your dignity, but also exhibit a steadfast commitment to your values. You show that you can rise above disrespectful behavior and respond with grace and self-control. Ultimately, Focusing on virtue helps you maintain your sense of self and contributes to more respectful and dignified interactions. It's an embodiment of the Stoic philosophy that places inner virtue above external circumstances. Acceptance. Recognize that disrespect is a part of life and concentrate on what you can control. Acceptance in the realm of handling disrespect is like embracing the Stoic wisdom that life isn't always a smooth ride and not everything is within our control. It's a concept that encourages us to acknowledge the reality that disrespect is unfortunately a part of life, and how we respond to it is where our power lies. Think about a situation where you've encountered disrespect. Instead of dwelling on the offense, you might choose to concentrate on what you can control. For instance, you can control your own reactions, emotions, and how you choose to respond. By doing this, you align with the Stoic philosophy's notion of the dichotomy of control, recognizing that you have power over your inner responses but not over external events or the behavior of others. This approach offers you a unique perspective. It's an understanding that while you can't control how others treat you, you have the agency to decide how you react to disrespect. It liberates you from the unnecessary burden of anger and resentment, which often accompanies being on the receiving end of disrespectful behavior. By adopting the Stoic principle of acceptance, you are not passively tolerating disrespect, but actively choosing to remain unfazed by it. You focus on what truly matters and channel your energy into areas where you can make a difference. It's a practice that underscores your inner strength and resilience, emphasizing that life's challenges, including disrespect, are not insurmountable obstacles but opportunities for personal growth and self-mastery. Use humor. Employ humor to respond to disrespect, which can diffuse tense situations. Using humor as a response to disrespect is a subtle yet powerful art. It's an approach that reflects the Stoic concept of finding lightheartedness even in the face of adversity, and it can serve as an effective tool to diffuse tense situations. Imagine a scenario where you are met with disrespectful behavior. Instead of meeting it with anger or defensiveness, you might choose to respond with a touch of humor. For example, when someone delivers a snarky comment or condescends, you could offer a witty remark or playful gesture in return. In doing so, you are not dismissing the disrespect but shifting the energy of the interaction. This approach acknowledges that sometimes people exhibit disrespect out of their own insecurities or frustrations, and a humorous response can catch them off guard, leading to a change in the dynamics of the conversation. By employing humor, you demonstrate emotional intelligence and self-control, embracing the Stoic idea that it is not external events but our reactions to them that define us. You choose to rise above the negativity and create a more positive atmosphere even in the face of disrespect. This practice isn't about belittling or dismissing the disrespect. Rather, it's a way of diffusing tension and promoting more respectful and productive interactions. It showcases your ability to maintain your composure and respond creatively, reflecting Stoic strength and adaptability. Set boundaries. Be assertive and communicate clear boundaries, insisting on respectful treatment. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and a fundamental aspect of managing disrespect. It's about asserting your worth and letting others know that you demand to be treated with respect no matter the circumstances. Imagine a situation where you consistently encounter disrespectful behavior from someone in your life, perhaps a colleague or a friend. The Stoic approach is to assertively communicate your boundaries, making it clear that you expect to be treated with respect. For instance, you might express your feelings by saying something like, "I value our interactions, but I won't tolerate disrespectful comments or behavior. If we're to continue working together or being in each other's company, I expect to be treated with respect." This assertiveness demonstrates that you are upholding your dignity and integrity. Setting boundaries is not an act of aggression or retaliation. It's a commitment to your own well-being and self-worth. It sends a clear message that you will not allow yourself to be a doormat and shows that you respect yourself enough to demand respectful treatment from others. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within your control. You cannot control how others behave, but you have the power to assert your own standards and insist on respectful treatment. In doing so, you embody Stoic virtues of courage and justice, setting the stage for more respectful and harmonious interactions where you are treated with the dignity and respect you deserve. Forgiveness. Choose forgiveness as a means to release negative emotions, find inner peace, and promote personal growth. Forgiveness in the context of handling disrespect is akin to a profound act of self-care and growth. It's about choosing not to carry the heavy burden of negative emotions that often accompany disrespectful behavior and instead finding inner peace and personal development. Consider a scenario where you have been on the receiving end of disrespect. Rather than harboring anger, resentment, or the desire for revenge, you might choose the path of forgiveness. It's not an easy choice, but it's a powerful one. Forgiveness in this Stoic context doesn't mean forgetting or approving of the disrespect. It means opting to release the negative emotions that can eat away at your peace of mind. By forgiving, you set yourself free from the chains of anger and hurt, choosing a path of inner tranquility. This act is not a weakness but a tremendous strength. It's a reward for your emotional intelligence and resilience. By forgiving, you not only lighten your emotional load but also promote personal growth. You show that you value your own peace and well-being more than the temporary satisfaction of holding on to grudges. Embracing this Stoic practice of forgiveness, you acknowledge that you have the power to shape your emotional landscape. You choose to focus on your own personal growth and well-being rather than being weighed down by the disrespectful behavior of others. It's a practice that requires courage and self-awareness and can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Change perspective. Develop a broader perspective to realize that disrespect is often minor in the grand scheme of things. Changing one's perspective is a transformative approach when dealing with disrespect, aligning seamlessly with the Stoic philosophy's call for a broader, more enlightened outlook on life's challenges. Picture this. You've experienced disrespect, and it's gnawing at you. Instead of allowing it to consume your thoughts, you might choose to develop a more expansive perspective. You remind yourself that in the grand tapestry of life, these incidents of disrespect are often minor threads. This change in perspective is a reminder that life is brimming with experiences, some profound and others trivial. Disrespect more often than not falls into the latter category. By shifting your focus from the immediate sting of disrespect to the larger canvas of your existence, you essentially choose not to let these incidents dominate your mental landscape. In this Stoic practice, you embrace the wisdom that our thoughts shape our reality. By recognizing the relatively minor impact of disrespect in the grand scheme of things, you are not diminishing the significance of your feelings but choosing not to allow them to define your entire experience. Changing your perspective doesn't mean ignoring or tolerating disrespect. It means placing it in its rightful context, allowing you to respond with composure and wisdom. It's a practice that promotes resilience and emotional intelligence, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life where minor disturbances no longer disrupt your inner peace. Maintain self-control. Practice self-control and avoid impulsive reactions when dealing with disrespectful behavior. Maintaining self-control when confronted with disrespect is akin to adhering to the Stoic philosophy's call for rational and measured responses rather than letting emotions run amok. Imagine this scenario. You are faced with disrespectful behavior, perhaps a confrontational comment or a dismissive attitude. Instead of immediately firing back with an impulsive reaction, you opt for self-control. You pause, take a breath, and collect your thoughts before responding. In this practice, you acknowledge that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions often lead to poor decisions and escalating conflicts. It's a recognition that while you can't control the behavior of others, you have full control over your own reactions. By choosing self-control, you essentially apply the Stoic principle of being disturbed not by things but by the view you take of them. You do not let the disrespect provoke an immediate emotional response, but rather give yourself the space to respond more thoughtfully and calmly. This practice demonstrates emotional intelligence and resilience. It shows that you are not easily swayed by external events and are capable of responding with wisdom and self-possession even in the face of disrespect. It's a practice that fosters productive interactions and preserves your own dignity, reflecting the essence of Stoic strength and composure. Focus on what matters, concentrate your energy on your goals, values, and virtues instead of dwelling on disrespect. Focusing on what truly matters is an essential component of dealing with disrespect and resonates profoundly with Stoic principles. It's about channeling your energy into the things that align with your goals, values, and virtues rather than getting bogged down by the negativity of disrespectful behavior. Consider this: you've encountered disrespect, and it's tempting to ruminate on the incident, letting it consume your thoughts and emotions. The Stoic approach is to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on the disrespect, you concentrate your energy on what truly matters to you. This might involve revisiting your personal or professional goals, reminding yourself of your core values, or reflecting on the virtues you hold dear. By doing so, you embrace the Stoic belief that inner virtue is of greater importance than external circumstances. This practice is not about ignoring or trivializing disrespect. It's about recognizing that your mental and emotional resources are better spent on pursuits that contribute to your personal growth and well-being. It's a way of acknowledging that you have control over what you invest your energy in and choosing to invest it in the things that truly matter. In essence, focusing on what matters is a practice that reinforces your commitment to your own goals and values. It demonstrates that you are not allowing disrespectful behavior to divert you from your chosen path. It's a reflection of Stoic strength and resilience as you continue to pursue a life that is in harmony with your highest ideals, irrespective of the negativity that may come your way. Practice active listening. Listen to the disrespectful person to gain a better understanding of their concerns or issues. Active listening is a superpower, especially when it comes to navigating disrespectful encounters. It's about tuning into the other person's concerns or issues, even if the delivery lacks respect. In the world of Stoicism, this practice aligns perfectly with the idea of understanding and compassion. Imagine a situation where someone is displaying disrespectful behavior towards you. Instead of reacting defensively or shutting him out, you decide to listen actively. You want to understand the root of their concerns, even if they are masked by disrespect. By doing this, you demonstrate that you choose to see the bigger picture. You acknowledge that the person's disrespect may stem from something deeper, perhaps it's frustration, fear, or a different perspective altogether. Active listening allows you to peel back the layers of disrespect and seek the underlying issues. This Stoic approach isn't about condoning or excusing disrespectful behavior. It's about fostering understanding and empathy. By actively listening, you show that you are not allowing their negative behavior to trigger a defensive reaction, but rather choosing to respond with curiosity and compassion. Incorporating active listening into your responses is a practice that embodies Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and personal growth. It's a demonstration of your emotional intelligence and your commitment to more constructive and respectful interactions, even in the face of disrespect. Avoid escalation. Don't respond to disrespect with more disrespect. Instead, aim to de-escalate the situation. Avoiding the escalation of disrespect is a true mark of wisdom and strength. It's a practice deeply rooted in Stoicism, emphasizing the importance of de-escalation rather than responding to disrespect with more disrespect. Imagine a scenario where you are met with rude or disrespectful behavior. It's tempting to fire back with equally disrespectful words or actions. However, the Stoic approach encourages a different path. Instead of escalating the situation, you choose to de-escalate it. You respond with a measured and respectful tone, even if the other person doesn't. This practice is about recognizing that responding with disrespect only perpetuates negativity and doesn't lead to productive or harmonious interactions. By avoiding escalation, you embody Stoic principles of emotional intelligence and self-control. You show that you are not easily provoked or dragged into unnecessary conflicts. Your aim is to create a more peaceful and productive atmosphere even in the face of disrespect. This practice isn't a sign of weakness but rather a reflection of inner strength and resilience. It demonstrates that you are capable of rising above disrespectful behavior and responding with grace and composure. Ultimately, it contributes to a more positive and respectful environment in which your own dignity remains intact. Educate others. If the disrespect stems from ignorance, take the opportunity to educate the person on the topic in question. Educating others, especially when disrespect stems from ignorance, is an opportunity for growth and understanding. It's a practice that beautifully aligns with Stoic principles, promoting wisdom and compassion in the face of disrespectful behavior. Picture this: you encounter someone who displays disrespect due to a lack of knowledge or understanding on a certain topic. Instead of reacting defensively, you choose to educate them. You patiently share your knowledge and perspective on the matter, aiming to bridge the gap of ignorance. In this practice, you demonstrate the Stoic notion that the interconnectedness of humanity can lead to better interactions. By educating others, you are not only dispelling their ignorance but also promoting empathy and mutual understanding. This approach embodies Stoic values of wisdom and compassion. It's a testament to your commitment to personal growth and the betterment of those around you. It reflects the idea that responding with kindness and education can be a powerful tool for transformation even in the face of disrespect. By educating others, you are choosing the high road, one that can lead to more harmonious interactions and possibly a more enlightened perspective for the person displaying disrespect. It's an embodiment of Stoic strength, fostering personal growth and the growth of those you encounter. Seek mediation. In certain situations, involving a neutral third party or mediator can help resolve conflicts. Seeking mediation can be a wise and strategic move, particularly when dealing with persistent disrespect or conflicts that seem to have no end in sight. It's an approach that reflects the Stoic principle of seeking solutions and harmony in the face of adversity. Imagine you find yourself entangled in a situation where disrespect is a recurring theme and it's becoming increasingly challenging to resolve it on your own. Here's where involving a neutral third party, a mediator, can make a world of difference. This practice is about recognizing that sometimes emotions can run high and communication might break down when dealing directly with the source of disrespect. A mediator, by their very nature, is impartial and skilled at facilitating constructive dialogues. By seeking mediation, you show a commitment to finding a peaceful and respectful resolution. You acknowledge that it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help but a testament to your determination to resolve the issue in a way that respects the dignity of all parties involved. This approach aligns with Stoic principles of wisdom, justice, and courage. It's a demonstration of your emotional intelligence and your capacity to make strategic decisions for the greater good. Seeking mediation can be a powerful tool for diffusing conflicts and achieving a more harmonious and respectful outcome. It's a practice that fosters understanding and in many cases paves the way for productive interactions and personal growth. Maintain confidence. Remember your worth and don't let disrespect shake your self-esteem or self-worth. Maintaining your confidence when faced with disrespect is a Stoic virtue that's deeply tied to your sense of self-worth. It's about recognizing your own value and not allowing disrespectful behavior to erode your self-esteem. Imagine this: you encounter someone who's being disrespectful, whether through words or actions. Instead of internalizing their disrespect and allowing it to chip away at your self-worth, you choose to remain confident in your own value. This practice is an embodiment of Stoic strength. It's a declaration that your self-esteem is not dependent on the opinions or actions of others. You recognize that disrespect often reflects more on the person dishing it out than it does on you. By maintaining your confidence, you adhere to the Stoic principle that your worth is derived from within, from your own values and virtues. This practice reflects your inner resilience and commitment to staying true to your own principles even in the face of disrespect. In essence, your confidence is your armor against disrespect. It's a statement that you refuse to be shaken by external negativity and a reflection of the Stoic belief that you have the power to maintain your dignity and self-worth irrespective of the behavior of others. Keep your focus. Concentrate on your personal growth and self-improvement rather than getting caught up in disrespectful interactions. Keeping your focus on personal growth and self-improvement is a powerful response to disrespect. It's a practice deeply rooted in Stoic wisdom, emphasizing that your energy is better spent on your own development rather than getting entangled in disrespectful interactions. Think of a scenario where you've encountered disrespect, and it's tempting to engage in a counterproductive argument or exchange. Instead of allowing yourself to be drawn into a conflict, you make a conscious decision to keep your focus on personal growth. This practice aligns seamlessly with the Stoic belief that your inner virtue is the highest good. By concentrating on your own development, you demonstrate that you are committed to becoming the best version of yourself regardless of external provocations. It's about recognizing that while you can't control how others behave, you have full control over your own actions and responses. By investing your energy in self-improvement, you honor the Stoic principle that your true worth is derived from your virtues and values. This approach is not about running away from conflict or disrespect. It's about choosing to engage in the kind of growth that leads to a more fulfilling and virtuous life. It's a reflection of Stoic strength and resilience as you prioritize your own development and well-being over unproductive interactions. Practice gratitude. Remind yourself of the positive aspects of your life to keep things in perspective. Practicing gratitude in the face of disrespect is a powerful Stoic practice that keeps your perspective in check. It's about reminding yourself of the positive aspects of your life even when you're confronted with negativity. Imagine a situation where someone's disrespect has left you feeling upset or frustrated. Instead of dwelling on the negativity, you consciously shift your focus to the things you're grateful for. Perhaps it's your health, your loved ones, or the opportunities you've had in life. This practice aligns perfectly with Stoic wisdom, which encourages us to appreciate the good things in our lives and not be overly disturbed by external events. By practicing gratitude, you essentially remind yourself that while disrespect may temporarily affect your mood, it doesn't define your overall well-being. It's about maintaining a sense of balance and perspective. Gratitude serves as a counterweight to the negativity, ensuring that you don't lose sight of the positive aspects of your life. This practice is a reflection of Stoic strength, demonstrating that you have the capacity to rise above external challenges and maintain your inner peace and happiness. Learn from disrespect. Use disrespectful experiences as opportunities for personal growth and development. Learning from disrespect is a hallmark of emotional intelligence and personal development. It's a Stoic practice that encourages you to transform negative experiences into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Imagine a scenario where you face disrespect and it's left you feeling disheartened. Instead of allowing the negativity to linger, you choose to reframe it as a valuable lesson. You ask yourself what you can learn from this experience, both about the other person and about yourself. This practice aligns beautifully with Stoic wisdom, which emphasizes that every situation, even challenging ones, can be a source of growth and wisdom. By learning from disrespect, you demonstrate your commitment to personal development and embrace the Stoic belief that the quality of your thoughts shapes the quality of your life. It's about turning adversity into an advantage. Rather than dwelling on the negativity, you're seeking the silver lining. This practice is a reflection of Stoic strength, showing that you are not a victim of disrespectful behavior, but a person who can use such encounters as stepping stones toward becoming a better, wiser version of yourself. As we conclude this insightful journey into handling disrespect with Stoic wisdom, we hope you found these lessons to be both enlightening and practical. If you've gained valuable insights or found this content helpful, we encourage you to engage with our community. Share your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences in the comments below. Your input not only enriches the conversation but also contributes to the collective wisdom of our community. If you enjoyed this video and want more empowering content, don't forget to hit that like button to show your appreciation, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you'll be the first to know when we release our next Stoic-inspired lesson. Thank you for joining us on this journey to become the best version of yourself. We're here to help you rise above negativity and thrive in every situation. Until next time, Stay stoic, stay strong, and keep growing.